Hello everyone, Pally here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Welcome back to the Deep Dive, where we're going through every character in the Nexus and showing you exactly how to play them. There are a bunch of different playstyles for Zeratul. We showed off one of my favorite builds in the entire game, Singularity Spike Zeratul, in the previous episode. Today, we are going in on auto attack. Zeratul has a talent level 4 called Darkness Descends. It gives you so much freaking attack speed. In the early game, it feels all right, but once you get into the late game, you start actually getting healing on each and every one of those swings and proccing burst damage on each and every one of these swings. I was pleasantly surprised with how fun this build was. Also, it's able to output a ton of damage and way easier to use, at least in an execution sense of delivering that damage onto the target, than the Singularity Spike build. That is for sure. Thank you all so much for being here. If you want to check out more of the deep dive, use the playlist down in the video description. But without any further ado, let's get into today's match. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on the Infernal Shrines today. The friendly team, Zeratul, Anubarak, Sergeant Hammer, Nazebo, and Lucio. The enemy team, Lunara, Tychus, Johanna, Malfurion, and Kerrigan. Johanna might be a bit of an issue for us because we are going for the auto attack Zeratul build. At level 1, we are going to start with Shadow Hunter, gather regeneration globes to lower the mana cost of Blink by 3 up to 45 reduction. Upon gathering globes, then every single auto attack we do will lower the cooldown of our blink as well. So region globes are going to be very important for us. For the first time in like 6 years, I'm also required to mount. I can't believe it. Let's go ahead and try to juke that Kerrigan. I didn't juke her at all. She rolled right around the corner, and I did not get a single heal before I perished. Malfurion is getting the same treatment now inside of the zombie while the spiders are eating him, and he does get taken down. Ooh, unfortunately, several members of the friendly team getting taken down. Seems like Kerrigan's moving in with some big old combos. She is a little low on health, though. So, we are theoretically just going to auto-attack our enemies and deal buttloads of damage as we do it. Tychus was middle. I'm going to rotate top and see if we can get a kill on this Kerrigan. Moving in behind her right now. Kill. She's slowed. I think that's all we got. I think that's all we got. Sergeant Hammer was out of range. I am not going to be as bursty on a single target in this game as we were with using the build for Zeratul. That's the name, the build. The super high bursty version of Zeratul. But this is incredibly simple in comparison. We find an enemy and we attack them. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with all of my extra brain capacity, dude. Like, that sounds like I'm going to be living my best life, living a dream, dude. So obviously, Lunara sees us. Let's put some damage into her. She has been slowed down as well. Enemy team right on the other side of this wall, so we don't want to commit too much. We're going to go back to middle and try to soak that really fast. Looks like our Anubarak does need some regen globes as well. And of course, Nazebos wants those sweet stacks. We make sure he's getting them. We are going to get Darkness Descends. Activate to gain a 40% attack speed for 5 seconds. Do I just go all out on an enemy, or is it kind of like baiting them into a false sense of security, and then I open up the floodgates of what our damage is really capable of? I'm not too sure. Nazebo is clearing mid right now. Kerrigan jumping in towards him, not comboing, just sending off damage in every direction. And behind these boys right now, I'm sure they know it. Tychus has been slowed momentarily. We're going to blink out before too much damage comes our way. I did turn on those extra swings. We are pretty squishy with this setup until we kind of hit the middle of the game. Once we can get Mending strikes, I'm going to be able to trade with a lot of characters much more competently, but we're not there yet. So, just like in other builds, Zeratul starts out really, really weak, but his sun is always rising. There's another regen globe middle. I did not get it. It has been taken away from me. The enemy team is thinking about pressuring our Sergeant Hammer, who's set up in the corner, and I don't like it. So we're going to try to just make sure we zone for them. Gathering another regen globe for myself. Malfurion off to the right. Roots go out on me, but don't connect. We dodge the Kerrigan combo and then go back in. as quick as we can. Turning on my extra attack speed just to deal some damage to that Johanna. I do have a sippy cup, so I'm going to dip back for it. We are halfway to the goal. The enemy team is much, much closer. 3 more minions, and they have it. First objective is going to go to them. I'm going to immediately split off, try to get some globes. Yes! Yes! Oh my god! It was a literal globe mine. Back to middle if we can. Punisher at the tower does not jump over... What? What are you doing? Wait, I'm losing an auto attack versus a Kerrigan? What are her builds? She's auto attack too. Fuck. That makes sense why she wasn't comboing everything. It's not as important. She can just drop it on the ground. Kerrigan's getting a buff in the next patch, by the way. That's why we've seen an uptick in Kerrigan players. Interesting times ahead, for sure. Furion is pretty close to our tower. I am protected, by the way, but I don't think it's going to last too long. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Fucking heal me. Holy shit. Turn the fucking heals on. Jesus Christ. Okay. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this together. What a strange world we find ourselves in. Enemy team rotating top to stop whatever this is from happening. Kerrigan does get taken down while Furion's on the way up, so I am going to try and clear bottom to stay ahead on XP. Again, once we get our 13 power spike, I can kind of do anything around the map. I can move in, I can take camps, I can push lanes, I can even dive towers pretty confidently. But until we get to that sustained spike, we're living life on the edge. We could do a lot of damage, but we're going to take a lot of damage in the process of doing it. So they know I'm here. I was not in permanent cloak when they showed up. What do I do? No, the moons! The moons! We are closing in on level 10, and I want to tell you why I'm excited about this particular build. Because I think we have plenty of room to finally use Void Prison in a video. Void Prison, to anyone who played in the beta and the alpha, was one of, and even times after that, to be honest, was one of the strongest abilities in the entire game. There was an era of Heroes of the Storm where Abathur could copy this ability and use it more often than Zeratul could. It was actually insane how strong this ability was. There were also times where Void Prison could be used to... Let's just save the building. There were also times where Void Prison could be used to just take camps from enemies for no fucking reason. They decided that if you could put them in stasis, then they weren't contesting the objective and you could just take it. It was absolutely ridiculous. Those times, unfortunately, are behind us, but Void Prison still remains one of the most versatile tools in the entire video game. I showed you one use for them right there. Protecting a structure. That enemy team could have killed that building. That would have given them XP for the rest of the game. Catapult pressure for the rest of the game. But all we have to do is use one cooldown, and we move that tower out of time so it cannot be damaged. In 55 seconds, we can do it again. Dropping that on Malfurion means he's not going to be able to heal. He can't take damage either, however. He is completely removed from time. I do see a Johanna in front of me, and I don't think I could do too much damage. I even just activated my fucking attack speed increase, thinking I'd actually be able to use it. That is not the case. 30 seconds until Void Prison is ready to go. Our new brat just backed up and grabbed some health. The enemy team is hard on this objective, and we're going to try to move in and stop them. Unfortunately, Kerrigan using that massive ult. She's going to be getting shields all around her. They're only halfway done with objective now. So with this setup, I do need to jump onto enemies with my blink more than I'm used to. And then we can Vorpal Blade right back in to send another attack their way as well. Oh, great damage, great damage, great damage. Enemy team got objective, but we killed them in the process. So hopefully it doesn't go too far. Nazebo is going to soak. He's doing my job. So we will kill this Punisher as quick as we can. Okay, this is huge. Mending Strikes is online. Now the world is my oyster. I can do anything I want. I can thrive in any environment. It just took us a hot minute to get there. Felt like an eternity in this game to get there. Okay, I do need one more globe, and we're going to find it right here. Now, every time we auto-attack, it's going to be lowering the cooldown of my blink. Let's not forget we do have wormhole as well, and I haven't shown that off yet. So we blink, and that... I didn't take wormhole. I got double C. Never mind. I didn't take wormhole. I thought I did. Never mind. Hold on. We're good. We're good. I have double Vorpal Blade instead, so I need to be using those charges a bit more often. Lunara has entered the fight. We're going to turn on our attack speed and jump on Lunara. Woo! Now, you know, this is looking a little sketchy. It'd be a shame if you guys were in a void prison. Let me get out. And we'll just completely disengage from that battle. He's not thinking around coming around the side, are you? Can I just say, in my brain, this is so weird to not be able to teleport with my W. Holy shit. I have been playing one version of Zeratul for like 4 months straight. Genuinely practicing it too. Not having that tool in my toolkit is so jarring. The enemy team has taken a camp right next to us. I'm sure they know I'm here, but they walked right out. Kerrigan potentially rotating in on us. No, she decided to run it down. Okay, let's come up behind these guys. She's not slowed. I missed. Let's see how she reacts to that. Didn't react at all. Just walked in. I respect it. Attack speed onto Tychus. She's slowed. Vorpal in. Dodge her bullshit. Jumping up to that Malfurion. We take him down. Now that's what I'm talking about. My feet were planted. I was able to just sit there and cleave. And then when it was time to find a new target, we found that new target. Lunar took so much damage there. If I didn't use my Vorpal, I think I could have killed her. Fuck. I'm used to her just outrunning everything, but we can finally catch up with the deer. That's so cool. And this is only a 30-second cooldown. I shouldn't feel bad about using this just to clear lanes as well, I feel like. That's not a big deal at all. We could take camps at record speed with this attack speed. Friendly team does have a 3-level lead. We are going to grab Warp Master Blade. Bonus damage every 3rd basic attack versus our enemies. Fuck! There was a wisp! Hated that. Hate this. We could VP if we want to fight. We don't have to fight. But if we... She stayed on camp. Hold on. Ah! She left the camp! Ah! Nope, not today. See you later. Fuck off! She traveled to me. Oh my god, I can cheese the shit out of this game. Oh my god, if I catch her mid-queue, I can go back to the fucking base, I bet. And she will jump there. That's what I just learned, unless she reactivated it. It didn't look like a reactivate. Oh my god, if I can catch that again, I don't know if the odds... I don't know what the odds of me actually doing that on purpose are. I could do that and then run behind a building and she would fly to the building. That sounds so fucking fun. We're gonna be back up in 10 seconds. The enemy team is not able to contest this objective just yet. We are just 10 monsters away from having this pushing down the bottom lane as well, which I love to see. Top lane is getting pushed as well, so I can move up there and try to help that out. I think the Zebo might head up there too. We'll see how much damage we can do. Oh, they're just straight up splitting. Trying to get their attention on me, so they're not ready for the team moving in right behind me. Johanna is slowed. Gave myself a damage increase for her. Attack speed increase. Vorpal in. Oh, I missed my Vorpal. Bro, being able to attack and reset blink is so much fun. That's so much mobility. We do see the enemy team's Kerrigan down in the bottom lane. It feels like it's more accurate if I just run it down in Hunter, so I'm going to give it a go. The Punisher is doing great work to the building as well. It looks like the building may fall very soon. As I kept speaking, I lost confidence in what that fucking Punisher could do. It seemed like it was just fucking standing around. Oh, good. Good. And then I go in. And then I leave. Wow, that was so easy. You just wait for them to walk behind the wall, you press Vorpal Blade, and then you blink out. That's so easy. Oh my god. I've been playing such a stressful version of Zeratul. This is so nice. I'm really enjoying this. All right, let's see what I can do here. There's the auto attack. Put him in a VP. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Oh my god! That's fucked up! Thank you for shield. Okay. We leave? Can I take camps? Let's find out.
Killing spree.
I'm so happy we're playing Void Prison, dude. That's so much fun. Now, there used to be an upgrade for VP way back in the day. I'm just giving you a history lesson now because it's changed so much. There used to be an upgrade for VP that gave your allies the ability to walk through the Void Prison unaffected. So, for instance, like an ETC could just walk right in, start his mosh, and then I can manually drop the Void Prison whenever I want in that 5-second window. Unfortunately, that's not the case anymore. They took that talent out and gave us unwavering pressure instead, which I'm not going to be using for this build, even though it is kind of auto-attack focused. Instead, we are just going to gain shields whenever we Vorpal Blade in, and it's also going to reduce cooldown by 10 seconds, so we can use that re-engage tool significantly more often. Lunara's right here, so I'm going to put some pressure on her. She knows. Does he? Nope. Got him. Tychus. Okay. 3, 2... Oh, slowest blink of my life, I swear to God. Let's just go here. Okay, great. Another use case for Void Prison, because it does put your allies into the jail as well. So last game we were playing, there was a Kael'thas. I'm over-explaining this ability because it never gets picked anymore. If there's a Kael'thas on the enemy team, that Pyroblast is coming straight towards us. What do? We don't do anything because we're unaffected by the VP. But say it's going towards our Lucio. Guess what? We can save Lucio! We can also make the game last 5 seconds longer! It's the best ability in the game!
MVP.
Words cannot stress how much PTSD is an overreaction, but it's the best way to put you in the mindset. It's holy shit, dude. Void Prison back in the day was an absolute monster. There have been times in this game's history where it was just the most unbalanced thing in the entire world. It's kind of fun to use now. It's still absolutely strong. But, you know, it's not an Omega level event every time a Void Prism gets dropped down. And there's not an Abathur dropping an extra one whenever he feels like it, which is kind of nice, too. Talents we in for in today's video: Shadow Hunter Into Darkness Descends. I thought I picked up Wormhole. I did not. That was my bad. I talked about Wormhole a lot. We will be using Wormhole in a future video. But Warp Skirmisher is great for the melee build because it allows you to continuously reactivate that Vorpal Blade and stay on top of your target. Void Prism into Mending Strikes. I felt like I really became a character at level 13 in this particular build. Into Master Warp Blade, and of course Shadow Strike at level 20. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that like button for us. We'll be back with more Heroes of the Storm very soon. You can find more of our deep dive series in the video description below.